we hear not all women are like that. Or we also hear from the other side, all women are like that. Here's my take on it. All women could become like that. That is my personal take, and I'm going to show you a quick clip from, I was watching football last weekend. So it was like NFL football on Fox, I believe. And it was like either a pregame or halftime show or whatever, postgame. And Terry Bradshaw talked about something with divorces. So I'm going to show you the clip. And then I'll let you guys watch it. And then I'll come back in and kind of tie it back in together with all women could be like that. All right, guys, this was just on NFL Fox Sunday. This is just a funny little thing. And it's, funny what you pick up on when your ears are ready to listen for it. So check this out about divorces or wives or whatever.
Tight there, buddy. If you're looking for Philadelphia, they're disappointing. Kind of like my last marriage, very disappointing. But you just move on. Jimmy, shut up down there. What is going on? I wonder.
I break down on national TV.
You're going to start jumping on the sofa? Hey, I got something good to say here. I wonder in Philadelphia, if you're not looking at the wrong thing, what you should do is look inside the locker room and ask yourself this question. Who's leading the joint? Who's pumping everybody up? Chris Long's not there anymore. Chris, if you're listening, you can go back there. They need you. Torrey Smith, he's gone. Those are the two guys that kept that locker room together. Right now, it looks like it's in disarray. Defensive coordinator Schwartz, or that old cute walk he has on the sideline, he's got to go. They got to get rid of him.
You're talking your previous marriage, not the current marriage. That was fantastic. Yeah, let's get that straight out.
I can't afford another one.
Hey, but you've been how many times? Let's move on to keep talking football. Seattle, Jimmy, satisfied with 2. Record is good.
Oh, and the truth comes out. All right, so when I saw this clip, what jumped out to me was first Terry Bradshaw mentions the past divorce or whatever.
They're disappointing. Kind of like my last marriage, very disappointing. But you just move on. Jimmy, shut up down there.
And then he starts talking about, and they show Carson Wentz here, and he starts talking about something else. But when they come back to the whole crew, what do all the other guys do? They bring back up the thing he mentioned about the divorce or about the marriage.
You're talking your previous marriage, not the current marriage. That was fantastic. Yeah, let's get that straight out.
I can't afford another one.
Hey, but you've been how many times? Let's move on to keep talking football. Seattle, Jimmy, satisfied with 2. Record is good.
That tells me that this is an issue that all guys are interested in, because truth is something that I think everyone is yearning for. And so you saw that, right? Terry Bradshaw mentioned something, then he starts talking about Carson Wentz or something, comes back, and then they all go, oh, you were talking about your previous marriage, not this one. So their minds were on this topic, because it's a hot topic these days. I know Michael Strahan has been divorced and gotten taken for a lot of money. I would imagine other guys up here have been divorced. I don't know. I know Terry Bradshaw has been a couple times. But when we relate this to not all women are like that or all women are like that, I don't care about either of those, because here's the truth of it. All women could be like that. And so when we see a guy like Terry Bradshaw, who makes tons of money, he's a public figure, he has all this status, he has that money type thing, and him and all these other celebrities are getting taken to the courts. They're getting taken to divorce court, and the women are walking away with a ton of money. All right? We can all probably pick and choose certain women in our life that wouldn't do something like that. But here is why I personally have no desire to ever get married, and I have no desire to live with a woman. Common law is another. Competition anxiety is one thing if you live with a woman, but common law is actually something you can get big time on the hook for. So look into that if you are thinking about living with a woman. But the idea is, because even if you marry a woman that's not like that, all women can become like that. It's too easy, because of the laws in place are favored towards women. Because of that, any woman that you marry that had no intentions of becoming like that can become like that because she has friends that have done it. She has society, the media telling her things like feminism, empowerment, all that. So again, even if you marry the unicorn, she could become like that, which is why I will not risk that. Yeah, there might be some exceptions to the rule, but how would you ever know? Because it can change. It can change after 3 years of marriage and changing some poopy diapers and you're frustrated with each other. Can't you see how she can now change? And since the laws are on her side, it's not a good idea for you to get yourself involved with that. So I just wanted to show you guys that clip. I thought it was interesting again because you can have all the money and the status in the world, but what's to stop her from taking your things, leaving you? And a lot of guys can't come back from that. It's such a financial burden and a mental burden, emotional burden that, again, every day I just see more and more why men go their own way. I get it. Again, guys, I used to just do it because of my own personal freedom, but now it's like, holy cow. Why would anyone do it? Because they're not informed. That's the only reason why guys would do it. They're not informed, or you're in love with the girl and you think she would never do it. But all women have the chance, and I'll leave you with this. In high school, I played tennis. I was on the tennis team. And I loved playing singles by myself. I loved playing singles. Some guys would be like, why don't you play doubles? You can maybe make it farther at going to state or whatever if you had a good doubles partner. Because, some of the people you play in tennis, that's all they do. And I played all different sports, but whatever, that doesn't matter. The point was, I like playing singles when I was playing tennis as opposed to doubles because I can rely on myself. If I lose my tennis match, I am glad to know that it was on me. My responsibility, which also means that I'm the one in charge of the outcome. If I were to play doubles tennis with somebody, I have to rely on them. And not only that, also it's like they have to rely on me. And again, I'm responsible for myself. So I want to make sure that I'm holding my end of the deal up, basically. So on doubles, you might be putting your end of the bargain up, but how do you know the woman you marry is going to decide to put her end up? And so again, as singles, I like to know that whatever I put in, I will get out of it. If I lose, it's my fault. I do not want to sign up for a doubles team where we can sit here and make promises to each other. Till death do us part, we'll play our best for each other. And then when the match comes and my doubles partner decides, you know what, I'm just not into it today. I'm just going to do half effort. I don't care. I don't really care. Like, I don't want to be stuck in a situation where I have to rely on my partner. And unfortunately, that is with the laws, with no fault divorce, that is what you're getting yourself into, is that you can do everything right, but you have to hope and pray that the doubles partner you choose, the woman you choose to marry, also decides to put in the effort. And if any women are watching this, again, this is like some more empowerment for you, because I have now come to the conclusion that, because you could have all the game in the world and still a woman could decide, nah, I want something else. I just want your money and I'll move on. It's become to the point where it's literally in the woman's court to make a marriage work. It really is. Because women can leave and eject, and then all the responsibility comes down on the men a lot of times, with finances, with the court. You're not going to get treated as well with the custody, all that stuff, right? So again, it comes down to the woman. And so as a guy here, again, I'm a singles player. I'm not going to trust that a woman is going to handle her duties. I'm just not going to, because the incentive is not there, because the laws are in her favor. All right, that was a little bit of a rant there, but that's why I don't really care if all women are like that or not all women are like that. I care about the fact that all women can become like that, which is why I personally choose to stay away from marriage, long-term commitments of that sort, living with a woman. You do whatever you want, of course, but look into it. If you're watching this and you're like, yeah, that's just some scare tactics. Like, guys, I have no bit, like, I did not get dragged through the divorce court. I did not get dragged through family court. I have not had a false allegation. So I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm not saying this because I'm bitter. I'm saying this to go, holy cow, I understand what other people have gone through. And now it's my job to inform other men that might not know that. Like, I have no bitterness towards women, but I see the whole playing field for what it is right now. And the guys that have been through crap, their stories are not just personal stories that won't happen to you. These stories are repeated over and over and over and over again. You just might not see them because they get censored or they don't come out there or guys don't share that information with other guys. But it's the truth, man. Again, I'm not saying this to scare you guys. Again, I like to date women. I like to hang out with women. But man, I'm a singles player through and through. I want to know that if I lose, it's on me, not on someone else. So that's my take. I don't know. What do you guys think? What's your take on that whole thing? Like, I mean, yeah, I don't know. But if it could happen to Terry Bradshaw, Michael Strahan, those guys, it could happen to you.
Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share the video, but definitely subscribe. Peace.